Princeton University is a private, co-ed institution of higher education, the fourth oldest in the United States, located in Princeton, New Jersey. Although originally chartered in 1746 as the College of New Jersey, Princeton was first located in Elizabeth in 1746 and later in Newark in 1747. The college moved to Princeton in 1756 and officially renamed Princeton University in 1898. Undergraduate students at Princeton have the option of pursuing the degree programs, Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science in Engineering. All Bachelor of Arts candidates and virtually all BSc candidates write a senior thesis. Since 1905, the university has used the preceptorial system of instruction, through which formal lectures are supplemented by meetings between professors or instructors and small groups of students. First and second year students are assigned to one of 5 residential colleges, where they live, eat, and socialize. About 70% of all juniors and seniors join one of the non-residential eating clubs adjacent to campus.
I'm at Princeton University in Princeton, New Jersey, and I'm talking to Dr. Gordon Thomas, and he lives in the area and has also given lectures in the physics department at Princeton. And Dr. Thomas, can you tell me about your experience with Princeton and what it's like working with the students and the faculty here?
Oh, sure, it's great. They're excellent students and world-renowned faculty, at least in my field, and it's always a treat to be here. I think one of the neatest things about being here, as I was telling the other people that I was giving a tour to, is that Einstein worked at the Institute for Advanced Studies right nearby. I recommend, by the way, that you go see his house. It's not far from here, okay. And you can see it from the street and just stand in front of it. And I think the thing of being at a place near where Einstein worked is just tremendously exciting. I mean, he's not an ordinary mortal to us in the physics business. But historically, the Princeton Physics Department is fascinating. Not only did they have Einstein, but they also had Joseph Henry here. Now, Henry was one of the earliest prominent American physicists. He worked with magnets. He developed a lot of the early theory and experiments related to magnets.
I'm with Kelly Armendariz. He is a senior.
That's right, going to be a senior this year in the fall.
Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from New Mexico, Carlsbad, New Mexico, home of the Carlsbad Caverns.
And how did you end up here?
I actually, my dream all my life was to go to an Ivy League school. My mom always kind of instilled in me that I should go to a good school and kind of, reach to the top. And then a friend of mine, who was 2 years ahead of me in high school, visited Princeton, and he suggested that I apply. He said it was a wonderful school. He said it was beautiful, and that there's a lot of opportunities here on the East Coast, and so I decided to come and try it out. And so I came for the pre-Frosh week, when kids get to come and visit schools and stuff. And I came here, and I went to Yale, I went to Notre Dame, and I thought Princeton was just amazing. It really surpassed all my expectations.
What do you like about Princeton?
It's small. You get a lot of attention from the admissions and the administration. I think the student-faculty ratio is 8-to-1, and I think it's really amazing. We get a lot of attention, especially senior and junior year. You get advisors who help you out with your independent work. And I think that's something that really, it doesn't happen very often at other schools, particularly state schools. Like when you come to a small school, I mean, sure, it may cost a lot, but they help you out with that too. I mean, there's a lot of assistance with tuition and financial, right? And but it's really worth it. Like you get so much assistance from anyone you speak to, and so I really think it's worth the extra effort.
How are the athletics at this school?
People here, it's actually surprising. I mean, a lot of the stereotypes of athletic people are, oh, how can they go to a school like Princeton and be athletic and be smart at the same time? But it's really surprising. Like a lot of the people at athletics are some of the smartest people at school, and the school has the school has a lot of spirit as far as athletics. the last football game at the stadium before they tore it down was just packed. The time when we beat UCLA, which I'm sure a lot of your students are gonna love. It was just the campus, just everyone came out of the dorms and started yelling and playing music, and it was just like the biggest party I'd ever seen. And people have a lot of athletic spirit here. People do get caught up in their studies sometimes and kind of forget about the athletics, but most of the time when something big is going on, kids really show up.
What are you studying?
I'm studying neuropsychology in the psychology department.
And what are you doing on campus this summer?
I'm working on my thesis, which is something every senior has to do. Every senior has to conduct independent study. Mine, I am working in a lab with rats, looking for certain chemicals in the brains of rats. And if it goes well, it might be published. And so, excited about that.
That sounds great. What do you plan to do when you graduate?
I'm actually pre-med also, so I'm thinking about med school.
How does the weather here compare to Carlsbad?
It's a lot different. I mean, back home it's dry heat and it gets up to 110 or so. But it's nice. Most of the time, especially the fall, it's beautiful here, and the spring, it's gorgeous.
How about the winter?
The winter can be bad, but this past winter actually was really mild. I think we got one snow and it didn't even stick. Freshman year we did have a blizzard, but I don't think that happens very often. But it's not too bad. The winters aren't too bad.
Princeton University has grown from its original class of 8 undergraduates to a size today of 4,500 undergraduates and 1,900 graduate students. Both men and women compete in 38 varsity sports. In the past 4 years, Princeton's varsity teams have won 12 national championships and 44 Ivy League titles, and have won at least one national championship in each of the last 12 years. An institution rich in tradition and pride spells Princeton University.